I know some of y'all might disagree with me on this, but I think if you're going to speak for us, on behalf of us, then you got to be from us. You got to be us, a part of us. Like, you can't just be somebody speaking for us and not really be down with us. Nowhere else does it work except for talking for black people. Yeah, you can't talk for trans people if you ain't trans. You can't talk for gay people if you ain't gay. You can't talk for Palestinians if you ain't Palestinian. You can't talk for farmers if you're not a farmer. You can't talk for plumbers if you're not a plumber. But you can be just like from Uganda and look black and then open your mouth and speak for black Americans. Nowhere else is it allowed because everybody else has enough clout to shut your ass down.
Because in many ways, and with apologies to my dear spicy white friends, because I know that my white brothers and sisters do love a 4th of July. It is Independence Day. Everybody's barbecuing. It's a thing. I can promise you, black folks, we will take that day off. We will barbecue because we off. But black people that nobody black I know is really excited about the 4th of July because it.
I don't know what kind of black people Joy Reid been around, but she ain't been around no working class black folks. Because as long as I've been black, every 4th of July since I was this tall, we would go to D.C. so that we could light off fireworks.
Hey, these firecrackers came from China.
China? We need to get way back.
Came from China.
We would go to D.C. so that we could light off fireworks and not get a ticket. But we like 4th of July so much, we would risk getting a ticket. Risk getting a damn ticket from the police in Maryland to light off our fireworks. Because in Maryland, you couldn't have fireworks. At least not the ones that go boom.
It is what Frederick Douglass said it is. It is the celebration of slaveholders who freed themselves from having to pay taxes to the crown for their slave empire.
They had this woman sitting here on MSNBC for how long? Talking on behalf of black people, not knowing shit about working class black people at all. Not even interested, but speaking it for them. She's sitting here on her podcast. This is her podcast now. With this Alex Wagner person from MSNBC as her guest. Telling the world as if she knows how black people think. Last time I checked, most people that go to cookouts don't be breaking out the encyclopedia. They don't be watching the History Channel while they barbecuing. They just be having a good-ass time barbecuing. Now, do we sit around going, this is our Independence Day? No. I doubt if most Americans do that, no matter what color they are. But I did go see Independence Day with Will Smith, and I ain't have a problem with it. And I wasn't thinking about slaves when I did it. And that's the problem. We got the wrong people speaking for us. People that don't know us. Now, is it fair to say we don't feel like waving a bunch of flags? That's probably true. Yeah, that's probably true. I don't wave flags on 4th of July, but I damn sure get it in. That doesn't go along with the narrative that the MSNBC wants to project. And what's bad about it is we had a person who's not even MSNBC anymore, still with talking points at a Democratic Party. She could lose her damn job, but she ain't gonna lose her talking points.
And that is what it is. I mean, if we're just being perfectly honest, whether you read the 1619 Project or not, you just have to understand that for black people, particularly for African Americans, there's a duality to.
No. You just said people you knew. See, you said you didn't know any black people that celebrated 4th of July. Now you're saying for black people, there's a duality. No. Ain't no damn duality. Okay? For black people, we're not thinking about this shit you're talking about. We know our history. And we know most of the shit that goes on here don't have anything to do with us, not really. Okay? That's what we do know. But we don't sit around figuring that, working on that, trying to justify it. Nor do we sit around hating on it. We just go about our damn lives, Joy. But see, you wouldn't know that because you're not a working class black person. Your parents came over here from Africa, and for the last 20 years, you've been hobnobbing with the rich and the famous. You don't know shit about working class black people.
4th of July that is hard to reconcile if you think about it too much. It's like indigenous people on Thanksgiving. Like they're like, yeah, but you know,
No. Black Americans ain't like any other people. We don't sit around comparing ourselves to indigenous people. We don't sit around comparing ourselves to Asians. We don't sit around comparing ourselves to Latinos. We are Black Americans. Black Americans are a distinct group. We don't compare ourselves to anybody else. Nor do I feel that other people are sitting around comparing themselves to us. They living their lives, doing their thing, minding their business, and that's what we intend to do. Back to the point of this video. I don't know if you agree with me or not, but I'm tired of people that are not us speaking on behalf of us. Now, if you clarify and say, hey, only the black people I know, my little small circle of black people that I interact with think this, that's fine. I can't say anything about that. Because I don't know how small your circle is or who in your damn circle. But when you start saying Black Americans and black people think this, nah, you can't do that. I will not allow it.
and the black people feel that way about 4th of July. Whereas Juneteenth, to me, is the real thing that 4th of July is, because we really were not a democracy until we ended slavery.
Right.
And then we were really not a democracy until the people who lost the Civil War.
Have you ever noticed that the people that know the least about working class black Americans always want to talk for working class black Americans? And I figured it out. I think the reason is we have the currency. Yeah, we are the culture. See, the culture that the world embraces, not just America, the world embraces the culture of black America. It's in every slang, it's in every movie, it's in all music, it's in fashion, design, everything. It's the coolness in everything. So they know they got to stay connected to it in some way. So they try to grab a piece of it to stay relevant. But they really don't understand nor really know us. But in order to get their money, they got to sell, particularly white folks, on them having some deeper understanding of the masses. But they're not really part of the masses. Yeah, that's the Democrats. So whether you're Joy Reid or Don Lemon or Jonathan Capehart, if you're not really connected to black America, won't you shut up and allow those that are really connected to black America have the microphone? But see, the problem is MSNBC, CNN, all these major networks, they don't really want true black Americans that are connected to black America to speak. Because like Bernie Mac say, we're going to say some real shit. And that's the last thing America want, is for us to say some real shit. In fact, when they're paying a D.L. Hughley, when they pay D.L. Hughley or Van Jones or one of these Whoopi Goldberg, when they're paying one of these black folks to talk, what they're really paying them to do is not to tell the truth. That's what the money's for. It's not for what they say, it's for what they won't say. The truth. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section below. Lies are safe. Lies are easy. The truth is dangerous. Stay dangerous. All right, so I got a newsletter that I'm putting out every week. I've been doing this for a minute. Get the Tim Black Show official newsletter. All you got to do to get it is go to timblacktv.com. You'll see my contact form. In the subject, put newsletter. Get my weekly updates, free giveaways, and digital downloads. Go to timblacktv.com and contact. You'll see the tab for contact. There's a form. Put your name in the form, your email address, I should say. Your email address, fill out the form, put your email address, and that gives me permission to send you the form or send you the newsletter, and I will do that.